everyone, I'm about to do a walkthrough of the house. We just got under contract. This is a 3-2 that we're going to turn into 7-2, so follow me. I'm going to show you how to do the construction. Well, not the construction itself, but how to create a layout for the house. Okay, so I had to close the door because it's like 100 degrees outside and I'm dying. I just turned the AC on, so that's going to take a minute to cool down the house. Let's see, you're walking here. This is the living room. Your first impression is going to be like, oh, we can put one room here, but because we have two windows detached, it's very likely that we can put two rooms here. So now we have to do is measure. I recommend that you buy something like this. This one from the wall is like $29.99. There's another one from Bosch that is even better, and that one is $59. You can get them at Home Depot. So first test, we're gonna measure the whole thing, and then from here to there, it is 18 feet, 19 feet. So that's good, because if we divide it by half, we get at least 9 feet per room. And then from this wall to this wall, it is 15 feet. Okay, so 15 by 9. Okay, those are pretty good sized rooms. So let's start. What we're gonna do is, okay, first here, we have to decide where it's gonna be the outer wall first. Okay. A good indication of where you need to put the wall is gonna be the AC vents as well. Okay, so we're gonna try to put the room somewhere inside this vent. So starting here, just follow the line. Okay, that takes us about there. That is too close to the main door. So probably the best next spot is gonna be closest to the window. So like right here, right? And then that means we're gonna have to move this AC vent a little bit, but that is not hard at all. It's just drywall. Once you break out the drywall, move the vent. It's pretty simple. Okay, so we're gonna be here, right? Wall is gonna be here. This is gonna be the first room. Then we're gonna go here, up to here, which is the midpoint. Now you're wondering why I didn't go all the way there, and that's because there's a wall here. We need to have at least 3 feet by code to create a hole, and that hole is gonna give access to the other room. So we measure, and it's gonna be somewhere in here, right? 3 feet. So the wall is gonna be here. This is the hole. We're going halfway. There's gonna be another wall here. And then to enter to this room, we open the door, and bam, we're here. So now we remeasure again. The wall is gonna be here, halfway, somewhere around 9. So it's gonna be 9 by 15. That's a pretty good sized room. And then this room is gonna be the same 9 by 15. But because we're gonna remove at least 3 to 4 feet, it's gonna be 9 by 11, close to a 10 by 10. So that is still a pretty good sized room, which means we can get 2 rooms here. Okay, so we just took care of the AC. The AC is already there. The second thing you have to worry about is electric. So we see we're gonna move this outlet inside this room through the wall here that we're gonna make through the door. There's another outlet here. We're gonna get another connection for this wall. I like having all the walls with one outlet at least. I think per code, you need to have them at least 6 feet apart, but it's just a good idea. Have one outlet per wall and you'll be fine. And then here in this wall, we're gonna have one outlet there and one outlet here. And then, so this fan is gonna move to this side. And then we're gonna extend another connection from this one halfway to this side. So each room is gonna have its own fan. This light, we're gonna take it out and we're gonna put something recessed, motion sensor. So when people walk in, automatically turns on. And okay, so we have originally 3 rooms. This is the 4th room, this is the 5th room. Okay, let's keep going to the house. This is the laundry. This is one of the original rooms. with its closet, bathroom. The house does look nice, but there is a lot of things you can't tell on the pictures, right? In the pictures, the house looks really nice, but look at those scratches. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse this stuff. That is usually $250 for me. And then we need to caulk everything with silicone. They put regular caulking, which is latex. You don't want latex, you want silicone that is 100% waterproof. All the way here. And then just all the corners. That's been repaired, but there's no water leaking. See, yeah, that's dry. Water is working. Okay, I don't like that. That takes way too long. So when I buy a house, what I like doing, I go ahead and replace this fill valve system, and that helps with the pressure already. So let's put this back. Look, there's something funny here. Like, why would they put that on the ceiling? It's ugly. Either way, going outside. This is the kitchen. Patio. So we could do one room here, right? Make that a room, but then we lose access to the patio. So this is an option, but not the best option. But check this out. Remember this closet, okay? We're gonna go the other side. We're gonna open this wall, like a big arch. And then from here, we're gonna go to that side of the kitchen. So people can come through there. That is gonna be the living room / dining area, plus a couple chairs on the kitchen countertops. And that's gonna be where people can hang out, go to the patio. We're gonna close this door, okay? And then we're gonna make a room here. So the wall is gonna be here. Insulation, we're gonna put the door here, enter. And that's a pretty good sized room. Let's see here. It's 12 feet by 12 feet. So that's a pretty good size. Actually, no, hold on. It's larger. No, it's smaller, sorry. It's 12 by 10. Pretty good sized room. We already have electric. We already have a ceiling fan. So when we move the door, we're gonna take some of that electricity, put it here in this wall. So you enter the door, you can turn on the light, turn on the fan. We're gonna move this one from here to there. And this is gonna be blocked. A lot of insulation so people can, hear it. And maybe here from this side, we're gonna put some shelves or something so people don't go so close to this room. And then, because of these, they're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna put the laundry. Now, if we put a regular washer and dryer, that's gonna be all the way here. So it's gonna be very narrow to go through this side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a stand-up washer and dryer. And then we're gonna try to gain space here by removing this. So we're gonna cut this and make this entrance wide so people can go to that side. So to recap, room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, kitchen, washer and dryer, and 1 bathroom, right? Here's the HVAC. Here's the water heater. It's pretty new, looking good. A lot of space to store some stuff. No, probably not. Probably that's a bad idea. Now we go upstairs. Look at the shitty work they did here. That's just like bad. So because of this, I was able to negotiate $5,000 down, and it's actually gonna cost me only like $500 to fix all of this. But look at these steps, like it's not even, you're supposed to have 2.5 inches hanging. So we can fix that. We're upstairs. Now, let's finish here first. Remember, we're gonna make room 1 here, room 2 there. The walls are gonna be all the way here. Yes, we're gonna close this off, even though it's beautiful for some of us to have natural light. Most people prefer darkness, so we're gonna close it and just have a fan. Close all of these 2x4s, put drywall, and then this is gonna be one more room, right? Closing that, the door is gonna be here. You open and bam. This is a big ass room and it has its own bar. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. For sure, I'm gonna take off the water. So here what we're gonna do is shut down the pipe from the way there so he can use the water, and maybe keep this as storage for him to put shoes or something for the tenant. What we're gonna do here is put a big pipe so he can hang some clothing, some shelves. This is gonna be the closet. We're not gonna put a door, it's just gonna be open. And yeah, pretty big size room. It has a fan already. It has electric everywhere. It's easy conversion, right? So we are room 1, room 2. The one that was already there was 3. The one by the kitchen 4. This is gonna be room 5. There's a bathroom here. So bathroom looks nice. Same thing here. This tub looks pretty old, so I'm gonna have it refaced. And for the whole thing, it's probably gonna be like $350, $300. I always change the shower heads to handheld showers because that makes it easier for tenants to shower themselves and to clean the tub after showering. Look at this bad paint job, like they literally use brush. Cabinets, you should always spray paint, okay? Cabinets and doors. Now this, we need to remove that and put a motion sensor, not motion sensor, humidity sensor fan here. So anytime the sensor feels that there's a lot of moisture from the shower, it's just gonna turn on by itself. And same thing, they have this on the ceiling instead of here. Interesting, I might change that. Okay, looks fine. No leaks. This is gonna be room 6. It's ready. Closet, window. And this is gonna be room 7. So these 3 rooms upstairs are gonna rent for $800 to $850 depending on the amount of the lease, because they are pretty big, and those 3 rooms are gonna share this bathroom. Downstairs we're gonna rent this for $700, $750, and the other 2 for $750 and $800. And ideally you want to have 3 people per bathroom, but downstairs want to have 4, and that's going to be okay because the person paying the cheapest rent, he can come upstairs, right? If he doesn't want to wait for the bathroom, he has to go upstairs to this one, so he can share it as well. Now here we have access to the attic. What I'm going to do here is just change this to a punch code, and the tenants can go in. Some electric things that we have to work on, but nothing crazy. Right? As you can see, there is nothing crazy in the construction. We can probably get this whole thing done for like $15,000, $16,000, and that includes trash out, clean out, and building the beds. So I hope this helps you. I'm gonna do a deep dive of this next week on the weekly call. So if people have any questions, I can answer them. But this gives you a pretty good idea of what the house is gonna look like, right? Man, just the paint job is terrible. Damn. But we'll leave, it's a rental. Oh, okay, let me show you the parking, because some people are gonna be wondering. This is the reason why I came to see this house in the first place. Look at the parking. Bam, corner lot. So my boundary line ends here. And one rule that we have is we do never want to park on the neighbors. So if my property ends here, right, that's my car. I can have 1, 2 cars. If I push it all the way there, I could have 3, but let's just go with 2. 3, 4. Technically, I can park another car there to make it 5, but we're just gonna leave it open so when the neighbors come in, they see the stop sign, they have plenty of space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have all of these. park 3 more cars. So 5, 6. Look. Right, if I want it, I can turn the garage into 2 more rooms, add a bathroom, and make these 9.3. That would be amazing. But because we run things barely in my company, I'm just gonna go with 7.2, cash flow about $2,000 a month, and call it a day. All right, I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. Bye bye.